promises of better days failed me in 1,000 ways. Turn into a shadow play 'cause I couldn't make you stay. Autumn, spring, summer, winter, sit here with previous session, probably some of you found some problems, some solutions. Oh yeah, this go to stream? Ah, okay. Now it's a high responsibility for me. Okay. Welcome again to all of you amazing people to this co-creation session. The camera is there, so I'll probably we face on this side so that people can see us, whoever is seeing us, or later on to see, or you can go back to see yourself. The idea of this topic, the topic of this session is investing in the future, strategic roadmap MR 2025. Manase, how long do we have? Till what time? 3, 3:10. So 3:10. We have 45 minutes. What do we do in these 45 minutes? We have around 15 people or 16 people, odd people here. And I'll be helped, Julia and Jeff will be helping me in this session. So the idea is strategic roadmap. What does it mean? That we want to lay down the path for EMA. In the previous session, you saw Katarina was saying that the president and the vice president, when they join, when they get elected, along with the management board, they are not the ones who are making the association big alone. We are all together making it, right? So some of the ideas we would like to discuss in the two topics that we want to have a roadmap today is communication and governance. What is the reason of these two topics? Why communication? We talk about social media, we talk about communication. Kate said in her presentation that we need to improve our communication. It's not that we are not doing it. Yesterday, Jane showed you how many people we are having as followers, but then are we having engaging followers? Are these people who are interested in Erasmus, interested in coming to Europe, and they are just part of this whole process and like the page at some point of time because, oh, they tell about some interesting stories? Or do we have alumni and students engaging? All of you are from different cohorts, different countries, different batches. How many of your colleagues are actually knowing from your class or from your cohort that you are here? How many of you told you? How many of you guys were told by you or by your colleagues that Emma is doing amazing? Probably not all. So we all know that we are motivated, that's why we are here, but how to motivate our other colleagues? We have numbers in our favor, but also we need to have content for their favor. We don't need to only focus on, we always say about promotion of EMGM programs and EMA, but also focus on what the students and alumni can do. So we need to have a communication roadmap for everyone. The other point is, for this, one of the group, so we'll be creating the whole, I think two groups is good, I think, because we can have, we're not a big group. So 2 groups, the first group will be brainstorming on potential communication and marketing strategy. Not just, oh, make some more posts in Instagram, oh, make 3 posts per week and have this timing. No, no, no. We don't want the social media communication strategy. We want a communication content-wise strategy for improving our visibility and reach to our actual audience, that is students and alumni. And you have to think about how to engage this target audience. You have to think about what channels they are using. Are we getting, is there a way to analyze who is actually following our post? Is there a way to find out, can we make some, I don't know, social media communication? We have to think about these ideas. And so this is one group. The second group will be about governance. You were told a lot of times about a lot of statute and internal regulation change that happened. Oh, by the way, so Jeff will be leading this. I will be leading, of course, both of them, but Jeff will be leading this communication group. The second is about governance. What is governance? Governance is how do we work? How do we make things better? How do we improve the structure? We have a CR net, we have a PR net, we have 4 pillars of EMA. We have got so many volunteers, but some people think that, oh, can I do more roles? I just had a question in the lunch that I'm a PR, but I want to do this volunteering. Answer is, why not? But then how do they understand it? How do they divide their role and how the communication between these groups working together? For example, someone can be director or volunteer or director of financial unit or legal unit, but that person can also be a PR of another group. We have some people here but doing multiple roles. But then does that allow them to work together? How do they engage these different groups? Our structure, we have a professional development unit. We have a outreach. These are subunits within different groups. Some of you have worked with them. Some of you have not worked but only heard about them. So we have a capacity building unit. We have a partnership development unit. We have within projects unit, we have some project support unit. Project support, Rashi, was it called? Project support and subunits? Yeah. Correct. Correct. So these are all subunits and different structures that we have. So what all can we do? What can be, in your experience, what can we do to improve these structure? These are ideas brainstorming. Because as you know, or if you don't know, the statute and internal regulations, when they were changed 4 years ago, one of the main vision was to have flexible and dynamic structures. We will have 12 directors, as in 10 directors and president and vice president, but the internal structure will be flexible, will be adaptable. What works best? Because if you keep a single structure that has been happening for last 10 years, there is a lot of difficulty to cater to different countries. What can we do to have a country's chapter? For example, Bangladesh chapter has got a whole group of 20, 25 people, but the Canada or USA chapter has only probably 1 or 0%. How can you engage these people? What can the structures be looking like so that people can work in different manner or in a better manner to make EMA grow? And when we are talking about governance, we also talk about the relationship they have with the audience, in a sense, who is targeting which audience. For example, PR say that we are working with all the program students. CR says we are working with the countries, but both of them can be same, right? I'm from India, but I'm also from two EMJMDs. Who do I approach first if my issue rises? So this is a structure which we want to improve, and there's some ideas what can we do. And Julia will be helping us in this governance structure policies. And so I don't want to nominate people, but maybe we can just divide into, I think we can easily fit into 2 tables or no? I think we can let a little bit squeeze. So let's have raise of hands. Who wants to do first governance? Yeah. Who wants to work with governance? Only one? We need more people. Come on, we need half at least. Yeah? We are not restructuring EMA. We are not making another units and directors. Don't worry. It's just how your unit. Don't need to go at big level. Just think of your unit. If you are in PR unit, if you are in CR unit, how you can improve, and this will go as a feedback back. Yeah. So one table with Julia for governance and one table with Jeff for communication and marketing strategy. Remember, communication marketing strategy is not just social media posts. It's not just um, Instagram and Facebook ideas, but better ideas, what you can do. With Jeff table, if we can put more chairs around, no problem at all. Julia, come here actually, because then there will be a lot of talking and confusion. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, come on this table so that there is some gap. Otherwise, it's too close and there will be noise. So the idea is, of these two groups, while you are arranging, I'll just tell a little bit brief idea. So you have around 15 minutes right now to discuss some issues that you would like to solve, or even if there is no issue, it's okay. You can just improve what is going on. You don't need to find a problem and solve it. You need to just suggest ideas how you need to work on it. And in the last 5 minutes, no, sorry, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, sorry, it's 10 minutes, not much. Just 10 minutes, and then 5 minutes, the two groups, one of the leaders, it can be Julia and Jeff, but maybe one person with you, who share ideas what were discussed, 5 to 7 minutes. And then we summarize together, say 5 to 6 bullet points, how the roadmap should look like. Okay? What we discussed, we cross share the ideas, we cross share, question answer each other, what are missing, and then we jot down 5 or 6 bullet points. Okay? Let's get going. being solved, you say 1 point, sorry, 4 or 5 points, and then you say 4 or 5 points, and please, Julia, write it down finally, okay? And Jeff, in a clean sheet of paper so that we can use it in the final summarizing later on. Hello. Yeah, okay. So, who starts? Jeff, you or Julia? Or Rashi? I don't know who's doing it. Jeff, okay. Someone else can write it down while he's speaking.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
All right. So good afternoon, everyone. So this is like the amazing brains who talks about improving visibility for communication and marketing. So we discuss about what we have in EMA, and at the same time we discuss about what we can improve, and at the same time what are the plans. So basically what we have are the newsletter, website, social medias like IG, Facebook, LinkedIn, community portal, YouTube, and we also have the oncoming webinars from our CR promotion. But what we can improve, we saw a lot of problematic in our communication and marketing in EMA. So we think that there are lacking most especially in engaging through videos, and at the same time what are those content that we are publishing. And our group think that we are lacking on identifying the who are those people who are the targets of our communication when we post on Instagram and Facebook or even in YouTube. We highlighted that if you saw our website, we forgot to put our YouTube. We forgot that when you scroll down, you can see the LinkedIn, the Twitter, we have the IG and the Facebook, but we forgot the YouTube. But we need to think our generation right now. What are we doing when we wake up? What social media we get, for example. So what our plans to solve this kind of dilemma? Number one, we believe that in promotion we can use our existing volunteers, like for example our country representatives and our program representative, for promoting their programs in their own, since we have a different webinars on how can we help our program representative, and at the same time how country representative can be inspiring to spread the good words of EMGMD, and at the same time what EMA can we do it.
Jeff, solution.
Solution.
Yeah.
We can create podcast. At the same time, we identify that we need to make sure that who are the targets on each social media that we have right now. Like the team for community portal, we want it to be engagement, and at the same time put some kind of opportunities that can EMA members and the alumni can use. For example, we want to make sure that a phone application for our community portal can be have, since we have the website, we want it for notification because it's very easy for us to check time to time with the application of the community portal. And for the IG, we want to use the Reels. We wanted to create some kind of short videos that are telling what is EMA. And we wanted to use our YouTube that we have. We can put some TED Talks in that one. We can have a different representative or volunteers to have that one. For newsletter, though we have the junior project at the same time.
30 seconds.
30 seconds. We also have this, we want to focus on alumni and incoming student at the same time. And job fairs is very important for us. So we can have this project and at the same time invite those companies that can hire EMA members and alumni. That's all for us. Thank you.
Okay. Julia, what problem you are solving, how you are solving?
Okay, thank you. We talk about a lot how to engage people in EMA, and we saw we have a lot of issues about know the structure because even the EMA members are not very aware of the structure of which person we should contact. So the idea is like to have like a welcome workshop to to present the structure for the new members, and also to give the contact person for each unit, or just have one contact person. And we discussed a lot about the community portal, how to engage more there. So the idea of having connect with GenMap, so we can connect program representatives that they have similar backgrounds, connect the country representatives with the program representatives of the country. We also talk about sharing more opportunities there to make people engage more in the community portal, like workshops, job opportunities, internships, ways to improve your skills, to connect with people from similar backgrounds. We also talk about accountability and the ways to promote more transparent way in the unities. And finally, connect with draft group. We realized the open door for EMA, it's the social media channels. Like more than half of the group here, they discover EMA through social media. So it's it's a good work that you're doing there. And so it's just ways to find the new ways to bring new members and to improve the structure. So if you want to also to add something, I was trying to save the time for you.
Hello everyone. I think the major thing she has not mentioned was the fact that we actually spoke about the internal communications within the unit, and the fact that sometimes as PR you might realize that you don't even have time to engage probably with the president or other members of the management body, as one of us has actually indicated. So probably strengthening the communications within, and amongst the units would be a key thing to do. Maybe from strategic meetings from time to time. Yeah, thank you.
Great, thank you. Good, interesting points. And as you saw, there are a lot of overlaps. So I think we discussed a lot, but summarizing also a lot of points, I would say one common thing. In both sense, we need to have the target audience clarified, and every post or every activity governance-wise or every communication-wise should be for those target audience. And I think that's a good takeaway. We all will use this, hopefully this knowledge that we have discussed, this is brainstorming, that when we go back, talk to other colleagues, other team members, our directors, our future directors who will be working, maybe some of you will be working as directors, I don't know. So these things will be useful for making our next 2-year plan. So thank you, thanks a lot. And we go to the next session after this. When everyone is back, you can take your coffee break, fruits, snacks.
Lunch. Are you happy with this? Hey, no one is talking. Did you have a good lunch? Who didn't have a good lunch? Raise your hand. I want to see who didn't have a good lunch. There's money in EMA, okay? We have our financials management unit, okay? We have money. Raise your hand. I want to count your number. Of course, we'll have something in dinner time. Who didn't have a good lunch? I can see some 2, 3 number. Okay, so that means they didn't join on time. But I would like to ensure tonight there will be a dinner that is known as gala dinner, but we made it differently. It is a networking dinner. We have award ceremony. We have 17-year celebration. We have cultural showcase event. And we have, that is not mentioned, I hope it's not recorded, we have dance, okay? So, and by this time, you will have chance to wear your traditional costumes. So, after the team building activity, please don't take too much time in your room because there is some restriction in Lisbon. We cannot stay in this room with music and like after 12. So we have to finish everything before 12. So this is a gentle request to you. Be on time. If you miss something, you miss something forever. Maybe can you watch through the social media channel that is live streaming. But I'm not sure. I can tell you that our dinner will not be live streaming. So if you miss it forever. So this is a gentle request. I hope everyone is here now. Is a normal dinner? Exactly. That's why there is nothing. Manas, can I go ahead? Jane. Okay. So please follow the time. If you miss it forever. Thank you so much.
Okay, everyone is here, all settled in? You having a good time? Really? Why is that yes like yes? Yes. Great. All right. That's what I wanted to hear, obviously. So I know we are tired. We've been talking, doing lots of co-creation sessions, and I would imagine that maybe from these sessions that we've had, that we can maybe apply for projects. And like we were talking about yesterday, that some of these discussions we have in the GA are very crucial for us to move forward and chart a way path for the next year, financial year, and bother Patricia with money. We want money every time. We want a project done by, EU funding and all these kind of things. So I hope that you are gaining some value from this, obviously. So I think it's about time for us to listen to another great speaker today. Are you excited for this? Yes? Okay, great. All right, so our next speaker is Salvatore Mokia. I will say that in Portuguese. Sorry. Salvatore is a professor of strategic management, entrepreneurship, and creativity. And since 2022, he has been the head of master and doctoral school at EIT Digital. If you've never heard of EIT Digital, then this is your perfect time to listen to this conversation. And previously, he held several experiences as manager and consultant in different fields, including strategic development of higher education, operational development of international organizations, strategic communications, and digital innovation and transformation. Now, he is an entrepreneur in the digital tech, being the co-founder of several digital magazines dedicated to different technologies. So he is the author also of several books and articles on digital technologies. Now this, it's a fantastic time because as you may know, we've had some great conversations with EIT Digital. So without further ado, please help me welcome Mr. Salvatore Mokia. And I'm so sorry if I butchered your name for sure, so yeah. Another better round of applause, guys. Come on, cheer him up.
So, how are you? Good? Let me put the time. So, EIT Digital. Yeah, good afternoon, whatever it is. Can I not use the microphone? professor of strategic management. Yeah? Okay, yeah? You prefer a microphone. Okay. So, I am professor of strategic management, and she was saying before, and I work at EIT Digital. EIT Digital is European Institute of Innovation and Technology. It's a company that was created in 2009 by the European Union. It's owned 100% by the European Union, and then we are one of the vertical. And we are the vertical dedicated to digital. We are based in Brussels, and we have offices all around Europe, and we have also one office in Silicon Valley. So just few words regarding this. You see, we have a cooperation right now with 56 universities. We have several companies as partners, and we have the hub in Silicon Valley. We do basically two things, innovation and education. Regarding innovation, we have a lot of activities there. Regarding education, we have the biggest part, it's the master school and the doctoral school. I am the head of master school and the doctoral school, and we have 7 master degrees that in cooperation with, today, 15 universities, European universities. Basically, it's the same as an Erasmus Mundus. We do 1 year in one country, the second year in another country. What is the difference is that in between the first and second year, you get also a minor in innovation and entrepreneurship. So our students, they are not only, let's say, tech experts, they are tech experts, and also they have business skills. They create startups, they work as consultant, they know how to develop a market, etc., etc. So this is the huge difference. I'm telling you this also because I was talking to the president before. I believe we can create good synergies. So these are just some numbers, but let's go to the topic of today, skills for the future. Again, let me go back to me again. I am professor of strategic management. So my masters are all tech masters, data science, embedded system, cloud and network infrastructure, cybersecurity, etc., etc. But I'm not, let's say, a tech expert. But whatever I do, I always start the things from a strategic perspective. I need to make a strategic analysis, always, because otherwise it's difficult for me to understand. So today, I will talk to you about market trends and needs, how we could be better prepared for what is changing. Also, I will talk to you about this long life learning, and finally, just a small windows of what we do in innovation and entrepreneurship. And let me go back to 2016. This is an article that I wrote, a scientific article that I wrote in 2016, where I was already telling, hey, here the things are changing. The higher education environment is changing because I see a lot of technologies coming in. I see also the new generations that they are completely different. So again, in 2016, I was already inviting the higher education institution to change because I was telling them in the future, the delivery of the courses will be completely different. And I need to start from this article. I do not like citing myself because when I will go to practical examples of what we are doing at EIT Digital, for example, you will understand the importance of this article. So let's start from this. What do we have here? We have the traditional business model, and on the other side, we have the new business model. So I was working also as business consultant. Every day more, I see companies that are completely different. So I did an MBA in 2002, and I was an expert in finance. I mean, the world is changing so much during this year. I was going to work at JP Morgan. Today, if I read an article, a financial article, I do not understand what they are saying because it's different. It's completely different. At that time, we were still talking about fundamentals, and today they are talking about whatever it is, cryptocurrency and whatever it is, NFT. And so I have a digital magazine of this, and I can guarantee to you that I still understand something about that, but it's incredible. So this is the world that you are going to face. This is the world, a world where technologies will be more and more a world where we have been moving from the concept of industry 1.0, 2.0, 3.0. Now it's 4.0. And I can guarantee to you that there are some countries in Europe that they are already working on business model industry 6.0. Where, for example, someone of you before was mentioning, for example, metaverse. Metaverse is just one of these new elements. So this is something that you have to understand because you are going to work there. This is your world. This is your world. A lot of technologies, whatever it is your industry, whatever it is. And so what are the technologies that are redesigning everything? You have here a list, but I can guarantee to you that if we go back again to this list in 2 years, there will be more elements here. For sure, there will be more elements. So this is what is happening. And you should realize that this change is forever. I will show to you a picture of a Commodore C64. That was the computer where I started when I was at high school. But forget about that. Think about the music, for example. Think about the music industry, how it has been changing. Think about, for example, TikTok. Someone of you was talking about social media before. So when YouTube arrived, it was already something new. Okay, good, nice, very beautiful. It's done. No. Someone went some years later and they said, let me do the same, but on a smaller scale with other ideas, etc., etc. TikTok, basically, it's the same as YouTube, basically. Someone putting videos on internet. The business model is exactly the same, but they changed the product. And now they are becoming, let's say, more aggressive and more beautiful than YouTube. Pinterest. Have you heard about Pinterest? Yeah, Pinterest. They were there before, then Instagram arrived, same business model, but Motorola. Have you heard about Motorola? The inventors of the smartphone. Where are they today? Out of the market. So this is the situation. Someone today is talking about the future of Google. Someone today is betting about the future of Google. Someone today is betting about the future of Facebook, about Meta. And they are asking, they will be in the market in 10 years? We do not know, actually. So this is the world that you are facing. And why it is important for you? It is important because I see from this data, for example, this is a nice report that was released just 1 or 2 months ago. World Economic Forum Future of Jobs Report 2023. It's 200 pages. You can download it from internet. But you see, expected impact on macro trend on jobs. When you take a look to these numbers, when you take a look to these statistics, you see that the world is becoming more and more, is going more to the, let's say, the digital, is going more to the technologies. So, why it is important for you? Again, it is important because the jobs are changing. The jobs are changing. If I start, let's say, if I go back 5 years ago and I check on LinkedIn, what were the most successful jobs? They are different from what they are looking today. So today it is impossible to find a cybersecurity expert in the market. Impossible. Everyone wants to get them. 5 years ago, they were just freakies. So why I'm telling you this? Again, because I would like you to be prepared. This word, it's not the word from like my father, that he was starting a job with a company and staying with that company for all his life. So you see here, new jobs and lost jobs. This is again from that report. Take a look to this. We do not have time to enter and to analyze each of these job positions, but the market is changing a lot. So, okay, yeah, thank you. Understood. I understood that the market is changing. So what I should do? Be prepared. Be prepared. I'm telling you the same things that I'm telling to my kids. Be prepared. Don't wait for the revolution to come. Be prepared. Start analyzing. Start seeing what is happening. So foresight, it's important. This was the picture in Europe in 2014, digital skills. And today, it's almost similar. So what we have been doing, let's say, to increase the number of digital workers? Very few initiatives. Thanks to the COVID, now companies are realizing, and also the countries are realizing about the importance of pushing for more and more digital skills. The European Commission is launching several initiatives for this. The last one where I am also involved is Deep Tech Talent Initiative. They want to have 1 million of person reskilled in 2 years. So how can I prepare myself for the future? I'm not telling you go back to the university or come to study to IT Digital, whatever it is. You have a lot of companies today offering courses. Some of them are also for free. Amazon, then you have Cisco, but you have Nokia, you have SAP, you have SAS. All those companies are delivering courses. Short course, 1 week, 2 weeks, 2 hours, whatever it is. So take a look to those catalogs. Spend some time in recycling yourself. Start spending some time in learning something new. Because again, the world, it's different. It's like I was saying you before, when I finished my MBA in New York, I was ready, let's say, to work for JP Morgan. Today, they will never hire me. Why? Because you see here what is happening in technologies. It's like, let's say, hiring a software developer that is still using a language that is 5 years old. Why I should hire him? So, again, what I should do? First of all, practical things, skills over roles. It's not anymore time to talk about roles. It's important to talk about skills. Yeah, I was working before as Chief Technological Officer, and I spent 20 years there. No, what skills do you have today? I don't care about your past. Your past, it could be something too late, too far. Secondly, actions, not medals. Oh, you know, I was the first on my promotion. Oh, you know, in my previous company 10 years ago, I had developed a software. No. And today, actions. Don't come here with medals. Show me results. Circular learning. Circular learning. It's not anymore time. University, job, and that's it. University, job, go back. Again, university, whatever it is. Take some courses, short courses, Coursera, whatever it is. You have a lot of possibilities there. And flexibility. What is flexibility? Companies are discovering now that it's not possible anymore to control your generation. Why? Because managers, for example, they do not understand what is happening at companies. So I'm always joking with some friends of mine, 50, 55 years old, high-level managers. And I ask them, hey, call the marketing girl and tell her to explain the funnel. Huh? Oh, call the logistic guy and tell him to explain to you how blockchain is going to use in logistics. Huh? So they do not understand. Those managers at the top, they do not understand. And so they understood that they have to give you kind of flexibility. I trust you. I trust you. If you tell me that I have to spend 30,000 euros for a software to stop the cybersecurity attack, probably I will buy it because I do know nothing about this. So flexibility. And this is something important for you to know. I go back again to the presentation this morning. Companies are more open today, let's say, to find a solution. If you go there and you tell them, I would like to work with you, but I need a hybrid work. I would like to stay 2 days at home. Probably they will say you, yes. because, again, they understood that it's important, let's say, to give over the control and to assume more flexibility. Now, you see, this was the Commodore C64. This is a 10 megabyte hard disk, 10 megabyte from the 60s. So, and see also, this is also nice to see, to analyze more in depth. This is from Deloitte. It's one of the most important consulting companies. You see the percentage, how they have been changing during the years. So what we are doing, for example, at Digital, we understood that it's not anymore time for traditional courses. We are cross-matching different courses. This is a real proposal that I'm working on with some universities from Finland, Spain, Greece, and Italy, where I have a traditional MBA revisited from a tech perspective, but I give also students the possibility to get some extra courses, tech courses, self-standing modules. I'm not anymore linked to the traditional master. I'm creating more and more self-standing modules. You can take it. If you want to become a specialized, you want to get a specialization in cybersecurity, in post-quantum computing, we are designing it. So you could be a cybersecurity expert from the past, from the last 5 years, but the new computers are coming, and you can get a sort of specialization. What it will be? It will be probably 40, 50 hours for free online. So we are changing because everything is changing. And we are also entering this concept of the academy, where it's not anymore, let's say, a master degree. It's more than something. And we have also created the minimum viable product for a platform where I will show you the video at the end, where we are mixing skills from you and job positions from the companies. But the matchmaking is done by an algorithm directly. Don't waste time on searching for a job. The platform will do it for you. And the platform will also suggest to you which courses do you need if you want to get that job positions. Because she knows the skills that you have and the skills that you are missing. And this is now, today, let's say, my target. You see, not anymore master degree people. I'm thinking also about the grandfather who wants to know how to work WhatsApp and have a video call with the family, for example. Why we should not think about also those people? Eh? And this is our unique European educational scheme. And I go back to the last part, innovation and entrepreneurship. So as you can see, we have, as I was telling you before, we have universities partners. You come to one entry university, you go to an exit university, but in the same time, you have also two-week summer program in another country. And you get a minor also in innovation and entrepreneurship. So it's a different course. It's what we call the T-shaped professionals. Tech expert, but with other characteristics. And I'm telling you this because I would like to get here for you in the future. This is really important. Not anymore only tech skills. I am the maximum expert in my country on whatever it is. Get other skills. Today more than before it is important. Get other skills. Which one? For example, you see power skills, communication, leadership, teamwork, marketing, project management. But I am an industrial architect. I am an architect, naval architect. Where is the vice president? Naval architect. So get other skills, because today, and let me close with this lateral thinking. This is something that when I was doing the MBA, it was a kind of mandatory to get a course on lateral thinking. Lateral thinking was something that was invented in the 90s by Professor Edward de Bono. He's a psychologist. And he was telling, hey, people, logic does not give you always the best result. It's more or less the same that the professor at the beginning of the day was talking about. Sometimes you have solutions that are illogical. 20 minutes. I still have 5 minutes, eh? I still have 5 minutes. Sometimes you have solutions that are illogical at the beginning, but then they are more logical than the logical solution. Huh? Huh? What is that? Let me tell you a story, the story that he was using to explain this concept. It was in the old time in China. There was a man, old man, he has to repay back a debt to a young guy. The young guy, he was living in a small house outside the city, beautiful garden. And so the young guy, he went to his house and said, hey, give me the money back. He said, oh, sorry, I don't have the money. But you have a beautiful daughter. Tell her to get married with me. So he left the boy there outside in the garden. He went in, said, hey, there is this boy there. He wants to get married with you. No, I don't like him. So he went, so I said, I'm sorry. She does not want to get married with you. So we have a problem. And the boy, the man who was waiting for a kind of answer like this, he said, okay, no problem. I have a deal. They were in the garden. He said, let's take 2 stones here. 1 white stone and 1 black stone. Let's put the stone in a small bag. Call your daughter. She can extract the stone. If she gets a black one, she will marry me, and I will forget the debt. But if she gets a white one, I will forget the debt, and she will not get married with me. Oh, wow. It's a different situation now. So he went inside. Oh, yeah, there's another possibility. I said, please, tell me yes, because otherwise I will go to jail. So the girl said, yeah, okay, let's go outside. She went outside. And then the man, he took the 2 stones. There were 2 black stones. 2 black stones. Shit. Sorry. It's not recorded, yeah? No. So 2 black stones. So what we should do, I can guarantee to you that I did this exercise for 25 years with different people. And we have been talking 3-4 hours, analyzing, using the logic. I never get the solution, never. And I go back to what I was telling you before. Start developing other kind of skills. So what was the solution? The solution was that, there is no time, sorry. The solution was that the girl, she put the money in the bag. She took a stone, whatever it is, because she knows that they are black. And so as soon as the stone was out, she left the stone. They were in the garden. The context, you see, the stones, they were from the garden. So the stones was there with the other stones. And she said to the 2 men, hey, don't worry. I do not know which stone I extracted. But let's take a look to the stone that it's inside. If it's a black one, it means that I extracted the white one. You see, this is the lateral thinking. Sometimes you have illogical solutions that at the beginning are illogical, but then at the end they are more logical than the logical one. So, to summarize everything, through 3F, future. The future will be different. Foresight, be prepared to this, and fly. Don't put obstacles. You are very well prepared for this future. You are really very well prepared, much more than my generation, believe me. And don't forget, in this story, you are the protagonist. Before finishing, 30 seconds more and then the video, the bucket list. When this, from a movie, I hope that someone of you knows this movie, when these 2 people, the rich man and the poor man, but he is wise, and the other one, he does know nothing, but he's the rich. They went to Egypt, on the top of the pyramids. He said, you know, when someone was dying, according to the Egyptians, before going to the paradise, he has to answer to 2 questions. First one, have you found joy in your life? Well, this is a quite, let's say, easy question, because every one of us has a kind, let's say, of definition of happiness. Yeah, I had a good life. good lunch, good whatever it is, good trips. And second one, did you bring happiness to the others? Yeah, did you bring happiness to the others? I love you all. Thank you. If you can, please put the video. Thank you. Yeah, first of all, thanks for the question. Good question. First of all, be prepared again. Read a lot. First of all, you should read a lot. Read a lot. Read a lot. Secondly, if your company is not ready for the change, you can promote the change, for example. Because, for example, the D Academy, this platform that you saw here, it's a project that I developed. I was not hired for this. And they were not thinking about this. But I was hired there. I saw that there was an opportunity. I found a platform, and I started pushing for this. So today, and I go back to flexibility. open to new ideas. Believe me. So, first of all, read a lot, read. Try to have a good habit to read, to spend, let's say, I spend almost 1 hour per day reading. Whatever it is, whatever it is. Start getting something from the outside, from the external environment. And try to develop this capacity to, let's say, to see what is important and to see what is not important. Try to understand what will be the future and try to see, oh, I like this technology. Can I use this in my job? So imagine, do exercise. Probably this exercise will not create, let's say, new job position at your company, but do exercise. I create in my mind every day 30, 40 different jobs. I observe the world and say, oh, this is nice. Oh, we can apply here that technology that I read the article 2 days ago. So make those kind of exercises, mental exercises. Sooner or later you will see. Last, very quick.
Can you link that up to the network of the universities to like enrich the programs already existed in universities with the courses from that platform? I would say the in-person education is still, I would say, more effective than online.
Yeah, I have now 15 universities working in the master program. I'm pushing them to make changes. I told them I cannot believe anymore that the programs that you designed 10 years ago are still valid today. So this is the reason why, for example, I push for new specialization in robotics. I push for new specialization in cybersecurity. I will push for new things in green technologies in the future, for example. I will push for more things in emotional artificial intelligence. So I'm pushing the universities because they do the businesses, let's say, in the traditional way. Some of them are open, let's say, to get inputs from outside. Big data and healthcare, for example. Their impact will be huge in the future. How many doctors do they know what is an artificial intelligence system, for example? Very few.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Guys,
Yeah, I'll stay here around until 6 o'clock. I will be probably in the basement at the end. So if you want to share something more with me, I will be downstairs. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. A better round of applause for our guests, please. All right, now we are short of time, so we need to really, really rush. So I will want to give this opportunity to our sister organizations. Each of you has 1 minute, literally. So please, if you can come forward. We have ESN, Garage Erasmus. We have Oceans, WBAA, I always say that. ASAF, please, hurry up. If you're from those organizations, please, hurry up, come over. Because 1 minute, guys, 1 minute, 1 minute is over, 2 seconds. Okay. I mean, I would hope that I have one, but. I don't know who starts first. So we will have. We will have ESN, then my name is Ocean. All right. Okay, so in the interest of time, so we will have first presentation by ESN. You literally have 1 minute starting now.
Yes, so my presentation should be, see. Ah, it's there. Okay, amazing. Sorry, I couldn't see it. Okay, hi, nice to meet you all. I hope you are kind of fresh and not so tired from all today. So, well, first of all, I'm here, I'm Sara. As you know, I'm representative of Erasmus Student Network, so I'll tell you a little bit more about me and who am I, why am I here. Well, I wrote down that I'm from this random place, but actually, yeah, I'm from like a very, very small village in Italy. And I had a master, I'm studying a master in international and diplomatic sciences, and I had a bachelor in foreign languages. I'm currently working in higher education institutions of the US in the study city where I study, so I always I'm in contact with international people, international students the whole time. people having struggles with visa, I know you because I do it with my work, so I totally understand you every day. I did, of course, as a representative of ESN, I did many Erasmus mobilities, so two in Spain and one in Paris, which was my last one. In ESN, I did a whole experience in ESN. I carry 5 years of ESN, and right now I'm a global mobility coordinator, which means that I'm in charge of all the non-EU countries, and we are divided into regions. Maybe if you want to know more later, I can tell you. And I'm part of the ESA liaison group. So where we are in ESN, actually the current membership covers a lot of places. We have right now 44 nation organizations. We just had Kazakhstan, for example, Montenegro, and very cool places. Then right now we are 500 local section and more. A section is basically like a city where we are, and we are a lot of volunteers. And right now we are having relationship with Middle East, North Africa, Western Balkans, Asia, and also Americas. So we cover kind of the whole world. We're trying. I wanted to talk with you about a big survey we did in order to increase the student representation and also to try to make the people raise awareness on all the problems that affect the students, such as accommodation, travel cost, and also of course, the problem that they have to integrate themselves with the local community. So we gathered a lot of feedbacks and a lot of answers, and that's why we decided to write down all our mapping of activities that we do. So we decided to divide our plan in 3 pillars. The first one is the support and an engagement. The second is the outreach and promotion, and then the reintegration of the students in the local community. So basically what we do in ESN, one of our biggest projects we do is called Erasmus in Schools. So what we do is going to the schools where there are actually local students, and we bring them Erasmus students actually on Erasmus in our towns, and it's amazing because the people can meet themselves and can share thoughts about Erasmus and maybe can be pushed to go on Erasmus a little bit earlier. For example, I went my first time when I was 19, but now people can go on Erasmus actually also when they are 16. So this could be a great opportunity. Then we have other activities we do, like with the outreach. We try to cover, as I told you before, all over the world, and we had a huge amount of projects that I don't have time now, so I won't share with you a lot. Just wanted to tell you about our role, for example, regarding ESA, and regarding what we do, regarding the projects we do. So, for example, we usually build capacity. So, as you know, there's this word capacity building. We try to do a lot of projects together and try to engage more and more people from different backgrounds and from different parts of the world, so that then we can share thoughts and actually make an impact. Because the huge problems of the students, alumni engagement is that actually people then don't make an impact, and we really need them to change the future of the mobility. Join intercultural training, I'm finishing. And then, of course, right now there is this new program which is called International Credit Mobility, and we are trying to work on that in order to ensure that people from all parts of the world are supported by the Erasmus Plus program. And that's it. If you have any question, don't hesitate to ask me any questions. Sorry, I had a few time. So sorry.
Thank you very much. All right. Oh, this is not even on. Sorry. So we will have Weber next.
Hi. Can I have my presentation? Yeah, this one. Okay, guys. I'm Nyomza. I come from Kosovo, and today I represent Western Balkans Alumni Association. I will try to be constructive and very short. Okay, I'm a national representative of Kosovo, as I mentioned, from VIBA. I hold a bachelor degree in technical translation. I also have a master in technical translation and another master in European integration and and public administration, sorry. Talking about VIBA, VIBA is divided into 6 chapters in Kosovo, Montenegro, Serbia, Bosnia-Herzegovina, whom else I forgot? Sorry. Macedonia and Albania. Yes, we are the 6 chapters. Each chapter has 2 board members as representatives, and and the entire organization has 4 units or 4 teams, which they develop their projects on. You can see the national chapters. We are based in volunteers. All VIBA members are volunteers as well. We have the annual General Assembly, as we are here today. The regional board. We also have frequently the advisory council, which it is composed from former board members. This is the VIBA progress. It all started in the structured dialogue there in Podgorica, and also you have the years when you can see, since I don't have time to explain, all the meetings that we have held through the years. And as I mentioned, we have 4 different VIBA teams. All the members from VIBA have to be born in one of all these 6 countries, mentioned 6 countries, and they have to finish at least one Erasmus Plus exchange. We count more than 1,000 members, and these are the bilateral streams, Erasmus Plus and similar EU-funded products. So if you guys have any questions, it's better to discuss in person since it's a very limited time, and I really try to respect the agenda. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Now we're going to have Oceans next, please.
Oh, hello. Hello, are you happy? Yes, thank you so much. Can I have my presentation, please? Okay, so I'm here representing Oceans Network. My name is Castor Chicambre, and I'm a Zimbabwean. I live in Southern Africa down there. I've been a member of Oceans since 2020, and I did my mobility in Romania. I have masters in computer science, and also I'm the head of projects for Oceans. I'm also the ESA liaison, and I'm also a founder of a company called Tenchik Initiative, which is promoting digital skills in Africa. So I'm going to partner, I think, with the man who was here recently. He's doing exactly what we are doing. And about Oceans, maybe many of you might wonder, what is Oceans? Some of us saying, do you work in Oceans, or do you fish? But Oceans is just an acronym which stands for Organization for Cooperation, Exchange, Networking for Students and Alumni. So as you can see, Oceans was founded in 2009, and it targeted members from Asia, Europe, South America, and later it's developed. It's now global. So our vision is being a leading organization for international cooperation, exchange, and networking among students and alumni. And our mission is to promote a platform for personal and professional development. So that's what we are working on. And we also share the same vision or the same objectives with EMA. We are also part of the ESA umbrella organization. As you can see, we are also benefiting from the funding from the European Commission. Fortunately, we have been good enough so that for most project applications, we had a larger percentage share above other ESA organizations. For the past years, we have been having many of our projects selected, and we really want to thank the SP and the European Commission for that. So about projects, I have just listed some of the projects that we have done. I think some of you may have participated in this project, which is the Erasmus funding training, which was in Cairo in 2022. The volunteer management training, it happened online. Then the developing excellence in leadership, which also happened online. And recently, we had this mental health first aid training of trainers in Cebu City in Philippines. Maybe if you applied, I think you went and also benefited from these projects. So what we're looking for is collaboration, partnerships, and synergies. And I'm glad that even yesterday, I had also to learn some of the projects that you guys have been implementing. They're really great, and we want to work together and I believe that this is an opportunity for us to collaborate and partner. So thank you so much for this. If you want, you can contact me.
Thank you very much. So next we're going to have Asaf.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Lina. I am an EMA member, but today I'm going to be representing ASAF. That's the African Students and Alumni Forum. We are pretty young. I think we must be the youngest organization. The idea came up in 2017, but I think we formally started having activities in 2019. And of course, we had these hiatus because of COVID-19 for some years, and then we had our first physical meeting like this in 2022. So I'll go to the next slide. So that's a bit about me. I'm Kenyan, and I did my bachelor's studies in Kenya, and then I had my EMJM in Denmark, Slovenia, and Spain. And just for your curiosity, I think my best country was Slovenia. And that I was studying the European Master in Tourism Management. Currently reside in Kenya, and I've been a volunteer since 2017. And yeah, you can see my membership, and I'm the liaison for international collaboration and cooperation. So if you need to partner with us, please talk to me. Next slide, please. So who we are, we're a platform for African students and alumni who have benefited from scholarships and opportunities from the European Commission, as well as the African Union. And our vision, as you can see there, we want to be a platform that contributes to the achievement of SDGs and the African Union's Agenda for 2063. If you know about it, it's called the Africa We Want. And of course, we want to be a key component of the partnership between the AU and the EU. And that's how actually ASAF was formed, because it was actually a discussion between the two organizations that decided, okay, we need a Pan-African organization that fits in all people who have gone through mobility, because we want to improve higher education through, exchanging and internationalization. And our mission is to become a platform for African change agents who use their skills to accomplish many, many goals that the continent wants to achieve. And of course, unemployment in Africa is quite big, and we have a lot of youth who are not working. So we, try to promote educational opportunities out there so that they can see what's happening outside in the world and maybe coming back to their countries to make a difference. So next, please. We have a membership of around 1,800 members in the community portal, and we are present in 36 countries. So members or people who have benefited from Erasmus+, that could be an ICM or a master's, who have done an intra-Africa mobility, which is basically an EMGM, but within Africa. We have intra-ACP mobility scheme, and that's inclusive of the Pacific and the Caribbean. And then we have the Mwalimu Nyerere African Union Scholarship Scheme. This is by the African Union. So anyone who has done any of those mobilities is actually an ASAF member. So if you are among us here and you're from within this, you can be an ASAF member if you are African, of course. Next slide. So our achievements, we have mostly been focusing on promotion because we are still a young organization. So we are focusing on promotion of these mobilities, of capacity building, and of course of the organization itself. As you can see there, we've just had our first ESA-funded projects last year in 5 countries. And we have done several outreach and networking events, including EMA last year and this year, as you can see. And we have been collaborating with delegations of the EU in our various countries and other organizations such as DAD, Campus France, and the All African Students Union. So we welcome all the collaborations because we're still young. We want to learn from you, and we want to, I don't want to say make education great again.
Thank you so much. All right, so next we have MCAA, Marie Curie.
Hi, so my name is Paul. I'm from MCA, also EMA, so I'm dual member, and MCA, I'm the treasurer. Next slide, please. So MCA stands for Marie Curie Alumni Association, so we are around 20,000 members. It's essentially the association of PhD and above. It's for those who have benefited or currently benefit from the MSCA, so Marie Skłodowska-Curie Actions Funding. And we provide lifetime opportunities, so continued support for our members. And next slide, please. In detail, our mission is to bring together our community and support mostly career development. So the key difference between EMA and MCA is that we focus on the career, because by definition, the members of MCA are already professionals. And for that, we connect our community together, which is quite effective because we are a large group of people. And we also provide career development for members and advocacy for researchers. Next slide, please. We are a bunch of people who are mostly females. Well, not roughly same number, but a bit more females. And we are from all kinds of scientific domains. The biggest one is life sciences. For some reason, people from Italy love to join MCA, so we have a lot of Italians and Germans. And by the kind of residents, it's also spread out around the world, but mostly Europe. Next slide, please. This is maybe the key slide. So we are structured in a slightly different manner, which is similar to EMA before the restructuring happened a few years ago. So we have the board. I'm one of the members of the EXCOM. But we also have chapters which are location-based, and then we also have working groups which are basically interest-based. Everything is bottom-up, so everybody who is in charge of anything is selected by the people involved. So the chair of the association has no word in saying who will, for example, lead the new chapter in Europe. And I think it's quite a good way to structure things. Next slide, please. And for our services, we give out a lot of grants. We provide the director of members because we are actually quite a lot of members. And I've been with EMA since 2012, so for quite a while. I'm a bit one of the veterans. And in my experience, the MCA structure benefits the connectivity. So I think MCA actually has more active members than EMA. So perhaps we can also work together in the future to see if we can exchange some experience in member engagement. And we also provide other similar services as EMA, such as awards, events, deliverables, and also conducting surveys. Next slide. I think it's lost. Yeah, so thank you for your attention.
Thank you so much once again. So finally, we are going to have Garage Erasmus.
Hello, everyone. Can I hear if you're still here with us? Yay! Okay, that's great. We are a few moments away from the team building activities, as far as I heard. So I am asking you just 2 minutes of patience, and I'm the last one today. So, okay, is this working actually? No. Okay. Okay. I have it. I can see it here, but. Okay, so I'm going to start presenting myself. I'm Serena from the Garage Erasmus Foundation. Okay, that's it. Okay, so we always say that the best ideas in the world were all born in garage. We actually do have a physical office. We don't work from a garage. I would like to mention this because sometimes I've been asked, you know. Okay, so I'm 26 years old. I'm just going to tell you what exactly I'm doing in Garage Erasmus. So, you know, I'll be around here like today and tomorrow. So if you want to approach me for more details, please do so, because I will not have time, you know, to talk too much about us today. So I'm the LG member. So I'm doing the ESA liaison of Garage Erasmus. So within ESA, we are part of ESA as well. In Garage Erasmus, I did project management. I was in charge of our network as well, so I can also provide information about our network if you are curious. And I took care of the external relations, so international and like the relations with the other organizations. Okay, so Garage Erasmus is the professional network of the Garage Erasmus generation. What does this mean? That we are targeting the professional level of those people who had an Erasmus experience, who've been in an exchange at some point in their life, and they want to bring this to the professional level. So what's next, after after the Erasmus, after the parting, and after all this? Yeah, right? So we are trying to explain on the one side to the employers that people who had those experiences are more qualified for some kind of positions, because they have a different mentality, they know more languages, they know how to adapt themselves, they know how to better work in an international environment. So this is one side, and on the other side, we are trying to impact universities, so young graduates. We are working with the universities as well to impact young graduates and to kind of direct them to those specific jobs, How we are doing this? We are organizing events, online and offline events. We have flagship projects and co-founded projects, so Erasmus Plus projects, ESA projects, and so on. Secondly, we have an online platform, so a kind of membership similar to yours, but in our case, it's a bit more open, so you as well can register there, but we don't really have benefits in that platform. So because Garage Erasmus doesn't have members, and I'm going to explain this in a bit, we instead, like our members are groups, local groups, which we call G4s. So this is our local contacts in cities and countries around the world, because we are international, but basically since the foundation is quite recent, we are mainly present in Europe. Hey, Prashant. Want to add something? I'm going to be super quick. Okay, and the foundation members. Basically, the foundation members are our universities and companies with whom, as I said, we are liaising for the positions that I talked to you about. This is a bit like the points where we are university and cities-wise. We are also in Medellin, Colombia, and Bolivia recently, like in the past year. Okay. This is one of our flagship projects, one that I really like. I try to choose like only one, but we have lots of initiatives and also open calls and possibilities of cooperation, so please visit our website and you will learn more about it. So the Plus of Erasmus is a project that we implement with national agencies. So in this case, it was with the Italian national agencies, and we give opportunities and online training, language courses, and so on for the incoming students, in this case, in Italy, and the outgoing students, so from Italy to the other countries. This is the best practice from the ESA project. I've been asked to present one of those as well. So this is the Yerevan Hub. Our Garage Erasmus for Yerevan, it's implementing this initiative. It's a really cool one, so if you want to know more about it or you want to reach out to them to learn more about it, you can reach to me, and I'm going to give you the contact. Okay, this is me. Please contact me, reach me out. These days, I'll be around. Thank you very much for your attention at this hour.
Thank you. Thank you for being so quick. Guys, don't worry, you will get all these slides. All the participants will get all the slides. Okay, now, we are moving to the next sessions, and it's going to be super time crucial, okay? We are right now at 4:22. I'm going to explain in 3 minutes what's going to happen. My friend Katrina will be explaining in 5 minutes what is going to happen. I'm telling you the logistics. So, we are going after this session, exactly at 4:30, we leave from here. If you want to go to the rooms, avoid. But if you want to change your shoe, put your laptops, go back, quickly come back. By 4:40, we'll meet at lobby. But before that, we make groups quickly for the team building activity that's going to happen. You understand?
Come on. So I asked to be last on purpose, so I can ask kindly the ESA representatives and Patricia, whom I see there, to stay 1 minute more after this to do like the ESA group picture, okay? I think we will do it like in the corner. Someone told me that there is a photo corner, so please be there. We need it for communication purposes. Thank you.
Okay, going back to the flow. So we have 13 groups that we have to make of 7 people each. It will start from the first table that is in front of the speakers that they are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So all the people who are in other side, other 1, 2 tables and the 3 tables, you move here and make sure that every group has 7. If there is someone not here, they will be given a group number later on. So everyone in this group will get a chit from Diana, Gia, and Katarina. And remember that chit, keep that team number with you. You have got only like 30 seconds right now to immediately go to these 13 tables. Everyone in that table should be of one group. Remember your groups. We'll leave from here at exactly 4:30 from here, 4:40 from the lobby. And my friend Katarina will explain how the event happens.
Hi, everyone. I'm sorry for the confusion. How's everyone feeling today? Are we ready to have some fun? Yes. All right, I'll ask you again at the end once I explain the instructions, and hopefully we'll get a little bit more enthusiasm. But this afternoon, you guys are going to go to the downtown of Lisbon and do a city hunt. Basically, this is a team-building activity where you're going to get to see the most historic, most beautiful areas of Lisbon. It is a team activity, but it's also competitive because we do have prizes. So exactly, that's the energy I'm looking for this afternoon. So you will all be in groups. Each group is going to get a booklet with a map. My colleagues in the back will hand one booklet and one map, as well as a pen to each group so you can complete this task. So what this activity consists of is that in the booklet, you have 10 different questions. In order to answer the questions, you will have to physically go to 10 different locations because you cannot answer it without physically being there. Once you have completed all the 10 different questions, at the very back of the booklet, you guys see there's a secret decoder. So you're going to insert all of the answers here. All of the answers are numbers. So on each little one of these boxes, you will insert the answers. Once you have completed all 10 of them, you will do some very simple math. As you can see, it clearly says only do the math of the orange boxes, not the white one. So, for example, this orange box minus this orange box equals something. And you do that for every single row. And so, as I mentioned, this is a competition. So you want to make sure to get these correct, because for each one of the answers that you get wrong, I will add 10 minutes to your total time. You don't want that. But on the other hand, you also have a list of bonus team activities you can do. These are 12 different activities. It's all photos that you can complete. For each one that you do, we will subtract 5 minutes from your total time. You do want that. So if you do all 12 of them, in the end, you can have up to 60 minutes taken off of your total time. So I'm just really stressing on this because the teams that win are always the ones that complete all of the bonus activities. So far, any questions? No? Okay, perfect. All of the instructions are clearly written in the booklet. Yes? Okay, so wait, before you go, this is very important. At the back, Patrick has Metro passes for each and every one of you. Each Metro pass has two tickets, so one to get there and one to come back. Very important, the finishing point is marked on the map with a little flag. It's Rocio Square. That is also where we're going to be getting off the metro from when we go into the city. But I do want to let you know that the end time, guys, is exactly 6 o'clock because we need to have the award ceremony, tally all of the points, and that takes a little bit of time. So the activity will be completely finished by 6:30 because then you have to come back to the hotel to have dinner. So again, just to recap, by 6, you have to be at Rocio Square. Teams after that, the time won't count anymore. And Patrick at the end has the metro tickets And yes, we will see you at the lobby at 4:40.
No, not now. This is your team number. At 4:40, when you meet down, one of the management board member who has this number will call out. They will leading the group. All the groups will go together. Finish at 6 at Rosio Square. No. You don't need to find already because some people might go to the room. Downstairs at the lobby. Assemble at the lobby with these numbers. Finish at 6 at Rosio Square. Come back as soon as possible. The cultural night starts at 7:30 in the same room. If we follow the time, we have maximum time and maximum wine.